Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Football Prizes YouTube video with me, Jack Durkin. How are we all doing, people? I hope you're doing very, very well. Today, we've got a bit of a different one. We are going to do the Euro 2024 predictor. We're 4 days away from the tournament. Euro fever is really kicking in at Football Prizes headquarters. It's kicking in all over the country, all over Europe. But I'm going to be honest, these are going to be very off the cuff. They're going to be sort of just gut feelings, who I think will finish where. There's not going to be much reasoning behind it apart from sort of my own football knowledge. I've not done any research, like I say, very raw, very off the cuff. But I'd be really interested to see what you guys think of my predictions, where you're going to put people, where you're going to put teams, and who you think will win as well. So make sure to leave it in the comments post video. Let me know what you think of my predictions as well. If you enjoy the video, leave it a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe to here if you're new. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers already. We've really not been doing YouTube too long at all, so 1,000 subscribers already is amazing. Massive thank you to all the subscribers so far. But we're going to rock and roll. We're going to start the predictions, so let's kick it off with Group A, the hosts, Germany. Right, okay, so I've got in front of me Group A, Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. Where do I think these teams are going to finish? I mean, obviously, I'm going to be putting Germany in first position. Germany this year are dark horses, which is a bit mental to say. The tournament is obviously in Deutschland. They are the hosts. They're also a very, very strong team. They've won the World Cup in the past 10 years. I mean, it's weird to think of them as a dark horse, especially in their own stomping ground, but I feel like recent years they've not been too good. Obviously, we've seen that in their tournament football. I feel like they'll pretty much walk that group, to be honest with you. The other teams that we've got after that are Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. Second place is going to go to Switzerland. Again, Switzerland are a good European side. They seem to do okay in tournaments, which obviously leaves Scotland and Hungary third and fourth. I'm going to put Scotland third because I quite like Scotland to do well. Obviously, we're neighbours, and the Scottish really do not like us boys, but I don't mind the Scottish. I mean, listen, they're not. It'd be different if they were more of a closer team, I think, if they were more competitive with us. But I don't think they are, and that's no offence to any Scottish people watching, especially with Dykes not available. I think you're going to struggle. But I do think you'll come third. I think Hungary will finish bottom. They've really only got one man, and that's Soboslai. So, yeah, that's my Group A predictions. I feel like Germany will walk that group, to be honest with you, and then Switzerland second, and Scotland and Hungary are close third and fourth. Moving on to Group B. I'll be honest, a lot of this, I've seen the groups, and obviously I know some of the groups, but this is the first time I've actually sat down and properly thought about where they're going to finish, who's going to come where. So it's very raw, this, and I'll be honest, I'm sort of speaking as I'm thinking, so I don't really know what I'm going to say, what I'm going to pick here. So you're in for a treat as much as I am. Group B, this is a bit of group of death kind of scenario. We've got Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. Albania being the ones that are probably most likely to struggle. But listen, stranger things have happened at European Championships, at World Cups, at major tournaments. So who knows where they'll finish? But I'm going to go first place. I'm going to go Spain. I feel like Spain will win the group. I feel like it'll be a difficult group, obviously, but I feel like they will win it just. And I think Italy will be a close second. Italy obviously not as good as they were the last Euros when they won it, beating us in the final. But I feel like they'll still qualify. I feel like Spain are the strongest in that group, and I think those two will pick the post. Obviously, we've got Croatia next in third. They're a team that maybe I'm putting down a little bit and sort of thinking that they won't do as well as they have done in previous tournaments. I just feel like Italy and Spain are stronger, and then obviously that leaves Albania in fourth. I'd absolutely love Albania to cause a couple of upsets, and I'll be honest with you, it would not surprise me if they do. I've got a friend that's Albanian, and he's informed me that they'll work their nutsacks off and fight for every single game. So listen, it could happen where Albania beat Spain or an Italy and cause an upset in this group, and I think it will happen. Whether or not it will be Spain, Italy, or Croatia remains to be seen, but I'm going to go with that as the four for Group B. Right, heading into Group C, the group that. Right, heading into Group C, obviously England's group, England, Slovenia, Denmark, and Serbia in Group C. Bill seems to think that this is a difficult group. I think it's going to be somewhat difficult. I don't think it's as difficult as he thinks it's going to be. I'm going to put England in first, obviously. I think we will win the group. I think we probably will lose a game, if I'm honest with you. I'm not as confident as I was prior to the friendlies and also after my own season. For those that have watched the podcast and those that I've spoken to on the live draws, you'll know my team lost in the playoff semi-finals, then Leeds lost in the playoff semi-finals. So it's been a bad year of football for me, and things come in threes. So I'm not as confident as I was heading into this tournament maybe a few months ago. But I still think we'll win the group. I think we'll pass with flying colours. And then I think in second is going to be Denmark. Denmark are obviously a strong outfit, always tend to be a strong outfit, won the Euros as well. Serbia third. Now, Serbia aren't good. They're really, really struggling at the moment. I was listening to TalkSport and a Serbian journalist was saying how poor they've been of recent times. But Slovenia, I just feel like don't really have any standout players. I just think Serbia have a stronger team in the way of Mitrovic, in Vlahovic, and so on and so forth. So that's my Group C. I think that England will qualify. I think that England will top the group. Sorry, I bloody hope we qualify, because if not, that'll be absolutely disastrous, and this man behind me will I'm sure be leaving his job as soon as he touches back down in the UK. Right, Group D, another strong group. We've got Netherlands, Austria, France and Poland. Wow, really strong group this. I mean, I said Group B was a bit of a group of death, but this one's not easy as well. I'm going to go obviously with France first for obvious reasons. Probably the strongest team in this tournament. Players in every single position that are just world-class footballers, and they're going to win it. Let's be honest, they're going to win this group. I think a close second will be Netherlands. Netherlands very strong defence, but I feel like Netherlands will do quite well this tournament. Again, a bit of a dark horse. Obviously, I use the term dark horse quite vaguely there because Netherlands are obviously a massive country, a massive footballing country. But I just feel like they'll do quite well and maybe surprise a few people. I'm then going to go Austria in third and Poland in fourth. Austria, again, a strong side. I just don't think they've got enough to beat France and Netherlands. And then the same goes with Poland. Obviously, they've got a few good footballers, but I just feel like France and Netherlands are too strong in that group. Next up, Group E, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania and Ukraine. I mean, from the off, I'm just going to go Belgium first. I'll be surprised if they don't come first in that group. I think there'd be a bit of a meltdown in that country too if they don't come first with the standard that they've got. Again, they had a bit of a golden generation quite a few years ago and they didn't win anything. So I don't think they'll win this year. I think that they'll probably get to the latter stages, but they'll go out to a stronger nation this time around. Second place in that group, I'm struggling here, to be honest with you. I mean, the other three are probably all a similar-ish level. I would say that Romania are probably the worst out of the three, but I'm going to go with Ukraine second. I'm going to go Ukraine second. I just feel like with what's going on in the world, maybe they might come together a little bit and push on. It'll be great for the nation. So I've gone Ukraine second. Hopefully they do come runners up in that group and proceed to the round of 16. I'll then go Slovakia third and Romania in fourth. That group, like I say, I'd be surprised if Belgium don't top it. And I think they'd be very let down if they didn't as well. Group F, Turkey, Georgia, Portugal and Czech Republic. Obviously Portugal, a very strong outfit. They've got Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, just to name a few, Rafael Leao. A very strong team, and again, a team that I think will go really far in this tournament. I'm going to put them top of their group. Then I'm going to go in second place. Is it Czech Republic or Turkey? Czech Republic or Turkey? I'm going to go Czech Republic. Turkey, I'm going to go third. Turkey let me down a little bit last time. I feel like they were picked a little bit by a lot of people to be the dark horses in terms of the most surprising team, and they really let themselves down. And then obviously I'm going to go Georgia last. Georgia's first ever European tournament. They've got the likes of the winger from Napoli, who I can't even pronounce his name, so I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name. So there we go. That's my group stages. I've got Germany and Switzerland in Group A, Spain, Italy, Group B. Group C, England and Denmark. Group D, France, Netherlands. Group E, Belgium, Ukraine. And Group F, Portugal and Czech Republic. Third place rankings. Put your third place teams in order of best performances. I mean, I've got to look at the groups realistically here, haven't I? Croatia, I mean, I would say will probably be the first one, but are they going to do well in their group? Same with Austria, they've got a tough group. Scotland, I mean, again, a tough group. Who's the third best team in way of their group not being very good? I'd probably say Slovakia, but I'm not going to go Slovakia. Let's go Croatia. We'll go Croatia. I've completely just sort of gone against everything I've said there. But we'll go Croatia as the third best team in terms of performance. Then we will go with Austria, again, going against completely what I said. Is it going to let me click Austria? There we go, we clicked Austria. Then I'm going to go Slovakia. I feel like Slovakia won't be a million miles off Ukraine at all. Then we're going to go with Turkey. Again, I don't think Turkey will be too far off. Then we're going to go with Serbia. And then I'll put Scotland in 6th. Obviously, Scotland in a tough group, and obviously I think they're a bit better than Hungary, but I think that's the only place they'll potentially pick up points. Maybe a surprise achievement against Switzerland, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Right, round of 16. We've got Germany versus Denmark. The first game from my predictions. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to go with the Germans. The Danish are a good footballing side. They're strong. I just feel like the Germans will beat them. So I'm going to go with Germany. Germany to win that one. Then we have got Switzerland versus Italy. I didn't actually know that third places would qualify. I'm just now seeing that third place actually qualifies. So this makes sense as to why it asked me that. Right, Switzerland versus Italy. Again, I'm going to have to go with the Italians. Switzerland, I don't think they're a bad side, but I just feel like the Italians will beat them. Spain versus Turkey. Again, a pretty easy one for me. Spain will proceed from that game. England versus Slovakia. Got Slovenia in the groups and then potentially Slovakia in the round of 16. I'm going to go with those boys. I feel like we'll beat Slovakia. Portugal, Croatia. Now, this is a good game. Portugal or Croatia, who do I think will win? I am going to go with Portugal. I just feel like they've got a strong team this year, and I also think they're going to do really well in this tournament. So I've gone with the Portuguese boys. Then we've got Netherlands, Ukraine again. I feel like I'm picking all the big nations here, but I feel like this is how it's going to go this tournament. I feel like the big nations are just so strong. So we're going to go with Netherlands to beat Ukraine. Then we've got Belgium, Austria again. This will be a tough game. Belgium-Austria will not be easy. I'm telling you that now. If this game happens, this will be a very, very good game. I mean, Austria could do it. Could Austria do it? I don't think they will, but that game could really cause an upset, and Austria could do it. I'm going to go with Belgium. Then we've got France versus Czech Republic. Like I say, France are the favourites for me, so France are going to beat Czech Republic and go through to the quarters. Now we're at the quarters. We've got Germany, Spain, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, France, and England, Italy. I mean, if these games happen, these are 4 unbelievable games of football, people. So Germany versus Spain, the first game. Who's going to win that? Germany versus Spain. Hell. I'm going to go with the hosts. I feel like it's in their backyard. They'll just beat Spain. And I think, like I say, they're a bit of a dark horse this tournament. So I think it's going to be Germany. Then we've got Portugal, Netherlands again. A very, very entertaining game. The thought of this gets me so excited. Euro fever's sinking into me. I go on Wednesday to Germany and I'll be outside the ground at quite a few games. I'll be going to a few games as well. So doing this is getting the excitement going. And if you haven't subscribed or if you don't follow us on our social medias, then go and do so, because you're going to see some superb content on there. So make sure you are around and watching and active, because there's going to be some funny stuff on there. So Portugal, Netherlands. Who do I think? I mean, like I said, I feel like Portugal will do really well this tournament. I know Netherlands are strong at the back. I just don't think they've got enough going forward, whereas Portugal are probably the other way around. So maybe it might counteract each other, but I am going to go with Portugal. Portugal are going to be the team that I think will win in that fixture. Belgium versus France. Like I say, for me, France are just going to be too good for anyone else this tournament. France, I think, will win that game. They will beat Belgium in the quarterfinals. Then we've got us boys versus Italy, a rematch of the final in 2020. Obviously, we lost on penalties last time. Heartbreak for the English people. Heartbreak for the English team. This time, do we beat them in the quarters? I believe that we do. I believe that we do beat them in the quarters. I think we've got enough to beat them in the quarters. Italy aren't as strong as they used to be, and I feel like we will beat them in the quarters should we face them. Now we go into the semis. Germany, Portugal, France, and England. Germany versus Portugal, first of all. Who do I think will win that game? Oh, God, tough. I'll be honest, I think it's going to be the Germans again. I really feel like the Germans could step up to the plate this tournament, with it being at their grounds, with it being in their country. Then we've got the rematch of the World Cup. We had the rematch of the Euros in the previous round. Now we've got the rematch of the World Cup, where unfortunately we did get knocked out by the French. Will we get knocked out by the French again? I believe that we will. Like I say, usually, everybody, I am so optimistic as an England fan. I've absolutely loved the past few tournaments, but just the way that football has gone for me this season, the way that things come in threes, I'm going to go a bit sort of reserved for this tournament and sort of feel like we're not going to do too well because, like I say, every tournament I've gone into the past few years where I thought we'd win it, we come up short. Maybe it's a bit of reverse psychology. Who knows? But that leaves a final of France versus Germany. Who do I think will be the winner of Euros 2024? I believe it'll be France. I believe it will be France. I think France will be the winners of this Euros, unfortunately. I think they're the best team in there. I think they've got the strongest team in way of all the positions, all the experience. They've got Mbappe in a world-class player, probably the best in the world at the moment. So, yeah, I just feel like France are going to do it. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think about my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are. Will England win it? Will France win it? Will Germany win it? Or any other nation? Like I say, I go on Wednesday to Munich. I'm absolutely buzzing. Living in Germany for a couple of weeks, and I cannot wait. If you're not following our social media, get on our social media. The links will be down in the description. Make sure to check it out because I'm telling you now, people, the content on there that's coming up is going to be absolutely golden, and you do not want to miss it. Apart from that, people, I will see you very soon, whether that be on our TikTok, our Instagram, or back on the YouTube channel. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. When you leave, close the door. Adios, people. See you all in the next video. Come on, England!